Welcome to the AI for Career Success video overview by Curt Robbins, where we help you get smarter than your competition. Today, we're digging into a really fascinating and, honestly, pretty alarming trend. We're breaking down an article from PC Mag, published on December 18th, 2025 by Emily Forlini. It's titled, How the AI Boom is Bringing a Brutal Chinese Work Trend to Silicon Valley.
All right, let's just dive right into this. We're going to meet someone who's right on the front lines of this AI boom, someone who is living this new reality every single day. Meet Sarah. She's 28, works at one of the hottest AI startups in San Francisco, and this is the question she asks herself all the time. Is this insane grind just a temporary sacrifice on the way to success? Or is this the new permanent reality? And when we say grind, we're talking about something specific. It's called the 9-9 schedule. Let's be really clear about what this means. This isn't just long days. It's a 72-hour work week, and it's becoming the unspoken price of admission for anyone chasing the dream in the AI gold rush. Now, for someone like Sarah, who's a high achiever, we're talking former Ivy League athlete, Wall Street trader, this is a calculated risk. It's a trade-off. She's knowingly sacrificing her personal life for a shot at those life-changing stock options in a company that's just exploded, going from 60 to 200 people in under a year. So, you have to ask, where did this crazy schedule even come from? Well, it wasn't cooked up in some Silicon Valley garage. To find its roots, we've got to go about 7,000 miles away. And this is where the story gets really wild. This work culture got so intense in China that programmers started a protest online called 996.icu, as in work 996, end up in the ICU. It caused such an uproar that the country's highest court actually ruled the practice illegal. And yet, here it is popping up again in the US as a badge of honor. You know, back in China, this wasn't some dirty little secret. It was a philosophy. Tech giants like Jack Ma would openly talk about it, framing these grueling hours not as a burden, but as a privilege, a sign that you were truly dedicated. So this brings us to the core of it, right? The big debate. Is this schedule the secret sauce, the necessary evil you need for massive success? Or is it just a destructive, soul-crushing path to total burnout? And you can see the two camps are miles apart. On one side, you've got people saying, look, this is a sign of passion. It's what it takes to compete on a global scale. But on the other side, critics are saying, no way, it's all for show. They argue that real productivity tanks after 8 hours, and the whole system is basically discriminatory. And that discriminatory angle is really stark. I mean, think about it. When you demand this kind of constant in-office presence, who are you automatically filtering out? Parents, caretakers. And the proof is right there in the numbers. Sarah estimates that out of 200 people at her company, only 3 are parents. 3. Okay, let's step away from the cultural debate for a minute and talk about the hard science. What does working this much actually physically do to our brains and our bodies? It turns out this isn't just about feeling tired or stressed out. There is a real, measurable, biological price you pay for putting your body through this level of chronic stress. Check this out. A recent study found that working more than 52 hours a week, and remember, that's a full 20 hours less than a 996 schedule, was linked to visible, significant changes in the actual structure of the brain. We're not talking about feelings here. We're talking about physical changes you can see. So what's happening? Well, according to a neuroscientist at UC Berkeley, a 996 schedule basically puts your brain's stress response system into constant overdrive. It never shuts off. And over time, that can lead to this whole cascade of awful things, from foggy thinking and bad memory to a higher risk of heart problems and mood disorders. And here's the ultimate irony, right? The experts are telling us that the very thing these companies are demanding for peak performance, this extreme, constant stress, is actually destroying their employees' ability to perform at a high level. As the professor says, it's not fuel, it's poison. So after you hear the arguments and you see the science, it all comes back to a deeply personal calculation. What is the true human cost of this level of ambition? Let's consider another employee, a woman named Haley. She actually took a pay cut for a 996 job. When she tried to negotiate her salary, you know what the recruiter said? That it was a red flag, that maybe she wasn't committed enough. She's a mother of 2, and the pressure is so intense. She's literally given herself a 3-month deadline to see if this life is even survivable.
And that brings us right back to Sarah. Every single day, she wonders how much longer she can keep going. But here's the craziest part. She's still hiring more people for her team, bringing them into the exact same system that she knows is grinding her down, day in and day out.
Thank you for watching. This is where we teach you AI and help you get smarter than your competition. To continue learning with us, subscribe to the AI for Career Success YouTube channel. Please like, comment, and share this overview to help us reach a wider audience.